pork roast was burned. The neighbor who asked for one of my hams then threw it out, claiming it was too salty. And as a light, simple eater, all I really crave right now is a plain bowl of Cheerios. Oh, and I have $1 a day to live on for the rest of the month. So the ending didn't quite work out the way I hoped, but here's what happened to me over this last week. Enjoy! Again. How are you? Mwah. Did you miss me? Thank you. You're very sweet. Well, something interesting has been happening to me this week, and I thought you guys might like to see a video about it. So, just for you, I'll give it a shot. Now, I normally shop at a grocery store called Dominion. They have a policy called It's Fresh or It's Free. And what that works out to is if you go in there and you find an item on the shelf that is past the expiry date, it's gone bad, then you will get a fresh one of that same item for free. Now there is a catch. You have to actually spend some money on groceries first. It used to be that you could just walk in and without any money, and if you found something bad, that you'd get a fresh one of those for free. Now you actually have to spend money though. And basically the free stuff you get can't exceed the amount of money that you spend on regular groceries. So if you spend $10 and you find something bad for 10 or under, then you can get a fresh one of those for free. But if it's 20, then you'd have to spend 20 first, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is where it gets crazy. I go in looking for some milk or some juice, and I wander around, and I happen to walk past the meat aisle, and I see these big juicy hams that I can never afford to buy. So I never really look at them, but I happened for some reason to look at them this time, and I noticed that one of them was bad. So I grabbed a fresh one and the bad one, and I got a free $10 ham, and I was very happy. The next day I needed something else. I think I needed to pick up something for a neighbor. So I went in, some potatoes or something, and just out of curiosity I looked in the ham area again. And one of them was bad. I said, hey, why not? So I got another free ham, a fresh one. Now, I normally don't eat a whole lot of meat. I'm not a vegetarian, I just don't eat a whole lot of meat. And it's also very expensive to buy, so it was strange for me to have two big hams sitting in my fridge. And it's just me here, so you think that would be enough. But I went back the third day, and lo and behold, there was a third ham that had gone past the expiry date. So I got a third fresh one for free. And I was starting to wonder if, what kind of blessing has been bestowed on me? This is crazy. I'm getting all this free meat. And the fourth day, I went there again. And this time I didn't find a ham, but what I did find was a porchetta roast. It's this big Italian spiced pork shoulder roast thing. I don't really know what it is exactly, except that it tastes good and it looked good. And I didn't pay a dime for it. That's right. It's fresh or it's free. And I got a free $10 roast. Like that. And I was very happy. Hope against hope. I went back on the fifth day, and the porchetta roasts that were bad, there were like several of them that were dated for April the 1st. They were still there on the shelf, so I got another free porchetta roast. What are the odds of one person getting all this free meat? I ask you. It's crazy. I've gotten more than $50 worth of free meat in the first 5 days of April. This is crazy. So, I declare the month of April in 2008 to be the month of free meat. I normally don't eat this well. I normally live on a very limited budget, and something like this is just unaffordable. And to have so much meat in my house, it's a real blessing and very cool. And the beauty part of getting all this free meat is that it frees up the money I do have to buy other important things. You know, like the fancy, nice quality fruits and vegetables, and I don't know, the nice coffee, not the shitty coffee. You know, I love my coffee. The latest Star Trek book, postage to send letters to my Hemulen. Mwah! I love you, Hemulen. and more trips to the net cafe just like this, where I'm uploading this video right now to you guys. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little afraid to go back to the grocery store now, even just to buy regular groceries, because some of the staff, when I walk in the door now, they see me and they give me a look something like this. You again! Get out! Though I can't imagine why they would react that way towards me. I mean, I'm a nice girl. I'm not mean. But anyway, I'm just grateful for this rare opportunity to have some fancy food in my house. Usually they're pretty on the ball when it comes to pulling the bad stuff off before it expires. So this was a special week. And that's what happened to me this week. I hope your week is going well, and that you're cozy and safe and warm. All my love, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
If you don't run, you rust.
Rachel's green meat pie is very wet, gooey, and yummy. Would you like a taste?